in the quiet village of Glenwood, nestled beneath an ancient oak tree that had whispered secrets for centuries, two hearts found each other. Rowan, a skilled carpenter with hands that could shape wood into art, and Alara, a gentle healer whose knowledge of herbs was as deep as her kindness. Their love was a simple, beautiful melody, a perfect harmony in the peaceful rhythm of village life. But life, as it often does, had other plans. One day a letter arrived, a conscription notice that would tear their world apart. Rowan was called away to the north. The growing settlements there needed builders, strong hands to raise homes against the harsh winds. He had to leave Glenwood, and he had to leave Alara. The day of his departure was cloaked in a heavy sadness. Under the shade of their ancient oak, where countless promises had been made, Rowan handed Alara a small, fragrant sprig of rosemary. "For remembrance," he whispered, his voice thick with emotion, "so that no matter how far I go or how long I'm away, we'll always find our way back to each other." He held her hands, the rough calluses of his palms a stark contrast to her soft ones. It was a promise sealed not with a grand gesture, but with a simple herb, a symbol of their unwavering bond. With one last look, Rowan turned and walked away, leaving a piece of his heart behind. As Rowan journeyed north, the world transformed. The gentle hills of Glenwood gave way to a rugged, unforgiving landscape. Winter arrived early and with a vengeance, gripping the north in its icy fist. The winds howled like hungry wolves, and the snow fell relentlessly. Here, Rowan learned more than just how to build structures that could withstand the fiercest storms. He learned patience in the face of adversity, resilience in the soul-crushing cold, and the true meaning of longing. Each nail he hammered, each beam he set in place, was a testament to his strength. But every night his thoughts drifted south, back to Alara and the scent of rosemary. Meanwhile, back in Glenwood, Alara faced her own daunting trial. A strange and sudden illness began to spread through the village. A shadow that touched every family, casting a pall of fear and uncertainty. The usual remedies were useless. But Alara, drawing on her deep well of herbal wisdom passed down through generations, refused to give up. Day and night, she worked tirelessly, poring over old texts, experimenting with tinctures and poultices. She remembered the lessons of the forest, the secrets of the plants. Finally, she created a new remedy, a potent blend that fought back the sickness and, one by one, brought her neighbors back to health. Her quiet strength saved the village, but in her heart she fought a silent battle of loneliness, clutching the no-dried sprig of rosemary, praying for a word from Rowan. Months bled into one another, marked only by the changing seasons. The letters they had promised to write never arrived, lost to the unreliable messengers and the vast, unforgiving distance between them. Doubt began to creep in, a cold whisper in the lonely nights. Had he forgotten? Had she moved on? They both stared at the same moon, wondering if their love, once so strong, had withered like a flower in the frost. But a love like theirs, rooted in the very earth of Glenwood and sanctified under the ancient oak, was not so easily broken. It was a silent, invisible thread stretching across the miles, a connection that time and distance could not sever. Their promise was held in the memory of a touch, in the lingering scent of rosemary. Then, as the first signs of spring breathed new life into Glenwood, melting the last of the snow and coaxing green shoots from the soil, a figure appeared on the horizon. He walked with a familiar stride, though he stood taller, his shoulders broader. It was Rowan, stronger, wiser, and with a heart full of love that had only deepened with absence. He carried a small, carefully carved wooden box. Alara, sensing his return as if her own heart had called him home, ran to meet him. They met under the same ancient oak where they had said their farewell. Words were not needed. As they embraced, the world seemed to fall away. Rowan opened the box. Inside, nestled on a bed of velvet, was a single, perfectly preserved sprig of rosemary, its fragrance still strong, just as their love had kept its strength through the long winter. Their separation had not been an ending, but a test. It had forged them, proven them, and made their bond unbreakable. Standing together once more, they knew that their love had grown deeper roots, proving that true connection isn't just about being together, it's about staying connected, heart to heart, across any storm, across any distance. Thank you so much for joining us for this story. If it touched your heart, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more tales that warm the soul. We'll see you next time.